Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is March 25th, 2024. So, you guys all know the big news. Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. He's having a rough year this year. Today, they said that federal agents raided his home. Actually, two of his homes. The LA home he has and his home in Miami. And, of course, it was by the numbers, another Jesuit ritual. But what the news hasn't told you guys is that today, March 25th, is the anniversary of Biggie Small's second and final studio album, which released back in 1997, which was Life After Death. Legendary album. And if you guys are familiar with this album, then you should be familiar with the record Kick in the Door, which was a very popular record, especially here in New York City. Let's see where it is. It's actually right over. I don't see it on this listing. What the hell? Oh, here it is. It's the fourth record. This was the album, the actual CD cover. So if you can see here, track number 4, right after Hypnotize, the song "Kick in the Door" was in this album. Right, "Kick in the Door," like what the federal agents did today to both of his homes. And you gotta ask yourself, what are the odds that this happens on the anniversary of this album? An album that has this record, "Kick in the Door." And in gematria, the phrase "kick in the door," notice it sums to 142. And from P. Diddy's last birthday, which was November 4th of last year, when he turned 54 years old, from his 54th birthday to the news today, it's 142 days later. 142, just like how "kick in the door" equates to 142. Now, if you include the end date, today's the 143rd day of his age, and that's an important number with the Masons, right? Notice in gematria, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry is 143 and 325, like how today is 3/25. And remember, he's 54, and this happened on March 25th, 2024. Day was 72 numerology. The Jesuits and the Masons control these rappers and these celebrities. So this is why you're getting this news today, 142 days after his birthday, on the anniversary of Life After Death, the album that had the song "Kick in the Door." And again, it equals 142. And this ritual happened 142 days after Diddy's birthday. Now, something else I want to mention. Puff Daddy's debut album was entitled "No Way Out." It released on July 22nd. Oh, before we get into this, remember, today's the day with 50. Today's the day with 72 numerology, and P. Diddy's 54, right? The Jesuit order values. Notice what the day that No Way Out came out. I mean, Life After Death. Excuse me. It came out in 1997 on March 3rd, on March 25th, on this day, 27 years ago exactly. And notice it came out on the day with 144 and 54 numerology, and Jesuit order equals 144 using the alphabetical order, and 54 when you apply the rules of numerology. And of course, P. Diddy right now is 54 years old, and now he's getting shamed by the Jesuit code of numerology and gematria. So back to what I was saying about July 22nd. July 22nd, his debut album came out. The 27th anniversary is about 120 days from now. And it was titled "No Way Out." So I'm pretty sure whatever happens from this news, whatever develops, either I don't know if he goes to jail or whatever happens, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be synced up with his debut album, "No Way Out." And this is the ongoing story. Same thing they did with R. Kelly. I mean, you can name him. R. Kelly was another Masonic ritual. Now I know you guys are wondering, does this mean that he actually did what they're saying that he did? Right? Is he really guilty of sex trafficking? Is he a woman molester or whatever? All this stuff is ritual. Same thing they did with R. Kelly. I really don't believe R. Kelly had any sexual intercourse with any young females, or any underage females. All that stuff was ritual. Same thing they're doing right now with Puff Diddy Combs. And just to further prove it, notice down here the name Sean Combs. Sean Combs equals 152 like sex trafficking. But his full name has the same gematria as federal and sex trafficking as well. 71 and 152. So I'm going to keep an eye out on this story. A lot of people have been asking me to cover this. I'm just tired of covering the same thing. It's the same thing. It's a Jesuit order doing all this stuff. None of this stuff is real. This is all ritual. This is what you have to pay for fame. This is the price you have to pay in order to be famous, in order to be wealthy in America. That's just the bottom line. You want to have a musical career? You want to be famous? You want to be rich and wealthy? Eventually, you have to pay the devil. And the devil's going to charge you no matter what. And they're going to do it on the perfect date every single time. This is why I don't really like making videos anymore, because it's the same thing. Just go watch the other 500 videos that I've made. It's the same thing. So let's see what happens on July 22nd on the anniversary of No Way Out. I'm curious to know what they do on this date. We saw what they did on the anniversary of Life After Death. So, we'll see. And it's sad. It's sad that they do this to all our celebrities, man. All our black men that gave us so much great music throughout the years in our youth. Like Biggie Smalls, Puff Daddy. It's really unfortunate. But hey, it is what it is. Doesn't look like it's gonna change by what I see. Well, I'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for tuning in. And if you guys have any additional things you want to add to this video, please leave a comment. I'll definitely read it. And if it's a really good comment, I'll definitely even further the research and come back and do another video. I know a lot of you there's a lot of smart people out there that watch my videos. So please share the content, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and help us, share this work, because this work is very important. It's not important because we care about Diddy. It's important because of all the other stuff they do to us. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your week, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.